joke's gone on far enough, Teddy. We're not gonna play along with that.
I look over Yusuke, hoping that he would agree with me, but he doesn't appear interested in what I have to say.
I guess you should declare me the winner then.
Yosuke?
What? You don't plan on fighting, right? That means I win by default.
That was not what I was expecting to hear. What's gotten into you, Yusuke? Do you have some reason to be talking like this? I can't figure out what's going on. Yusuke continues speaking in a carefree manner, and says something that I simply couldn't believe.
Is that okay with you? I mean, since Nanako-chan's here and all?
Nanako's here?
Wait, really? You haven't seen her? She's with Teddy.
That can't be. I saw Nanako back in the house when I left this morning. And even then, Nanako can't enter the TV world on her own. But she's in this world? I can't believe it for a moment. But what if it's true? Since coming to this world can tire a person out very quickly. On top of that, if someone who can't use a persona coming here, it can sometimes even be fatal.
Yosuke, where's Nanako?
Oh, what's gotten into you, partner? No need to get hysterical.
Why are you so calm about this? You know what happened to her last time she came here.
Nanako did came to this world once last year. It was not something any of us could have wanted to happen. That was the start of the whole chain of events. Remembering them is heart-wrenching even now, so why? No, even it might be wrong for me to lash out at Yusuke for the way he's acting. Calm down. I need to think straight here. Oh, Yusuke said that he saw her with Teddy. Then was Nanako brought here by Teddy? If he's the leader of this tournament.
Yosuke, be straight with me. Are you sure Nanako is with Teddy?
How should I know? If I had to guess, I'd say she's probably still with him. Man, are you alright? Are you that worried about Nanako-chan? It's no wonder people look at you funny, thinking you have a sister complex.
The sense of rawness that I've been feeling this whole time is getting even stronger. Sure, Yusuke might say some insensitive things, but mostly that's because he reads too much into a situation and acts out over it. He's not the type of guy who to enjoy making hurtful remarks like this.
Yosuke, are you alright?
Huh? What are you talking about? I should be the one saying that to you. She's not even your real sister. All that big bro stuff really creeps me out. It was a while ago that I saw her. It's probably too late to save her now. You know how things went last year, after all.
Yosuke.
He's definitely not the Yusuke I know. Yusuke is my friend. He would never be so careless about as that. At least, I thought so up until now. He was the one who had to face the pain of losing someone he cared about when the murder first started last year. I can't hate him for accidentally mentioning someone who was dead, but the way he's acting, he's doing this on purpose. I suddenly draw my sword and face Yusuke.
You'll get your fight.
What? Dude, what are you saying? You told me you let me win by default.
To be honest, I've been thinking that this Yusuke before me was some kind of fake. I even wonder if something had happened to him, and Yusuke's shadow had appeared again in this world. But this rawness I keep sensing is nothing like that. This is probably the real Yusuke. And the strangeness I feel is because those words really are coming out of the mouth of someone I never thought could say them. If so,
I don't know
then.
if you're being controlled or if there's something else going on here. Either way, you must understand the best way to resolve the situation.
There's no way to tell if what I'm saying is getting through to him at all. But if I want to figure out what's going on, I just have to fall. I just have to fall for this trap once.
Sorry, but I'm gonna go all out.
Huh? All that talk and you're gonna fight against your partner after all? Well, whatever. Let's hurry up and get this started. Ready?
Are we finally gonna fight something? I just realized that this game doesn't have a tutorial. Alright.
An explosive final round. Victory is theirs.
Wait, was that it? I guess so.
Amazing, Sensei! Keep that up and zoom on ahead!
Ahead? You're gonna continue with this? Teddy, about Nanako.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. If you want to find out, you'll have to get to me. And I can't say why, but I think you should hurry.
The monitor shuts off. I still haven't learned anything about Nanako, but he didn't seem to have been expecting me to ask about her. I don't know, I don't want to think about it, but Nanako really may be here. The moment the monitor turned off, the students began to leave like waves in the receding tide. No, they don't look like students anymore. There's something inhuman. Just taking the shape of students. I was too focused on fighting to notice, but it seems their true forms were coming through. They look like, so wait, what? Could they be shadows? Even so, I don't sense any hostility from them. Well, if they're not a threat and they're going away, there's no need to chase after them. Besides, there's something more important to do right now.
Yosuke, are you alright?
I walk towards Yosuke, lies collapsed on the ground, and gives him my hand to help him up.
Couldn't you hold back a little? I seriously thought you were gonna kill me.
The same went for you. I wouldn't have stood a chance if I held back on you.
Yosuke grumps in pain as he stands. He doesn't seem to have suffered any severe injuries. That's good. I know I couldn't risk going easy on him, so I was a little worried that I actually hurt him. Once we get a good look at each other, Yusuke's demeanor suddenly changed.
That aside, shut up about the nurses already. It's not like that's the only thing I ever think about.
What's this about nurses?
Huh? You were harping on it the whole time. How can you stand there and constantly bash my taste in women with a straight face? Is it such a crime to like nurses?
Wait a second.
I don't understand why he's suddenly angry, but he's not making any sense at all. I tell Yusuke to calm down, and we go over what he thought he had happened before the fight. We learned that our memories of what each of us had been saying didn't match up at all. According to Yusuke, it seems that I've been, well, teasing him about his taste in women. Yusuke was so heated up over that I supposedly said that he almost went into graphic detail, but I stopped him before things went too far. I mean, really, it's best for both of us we pretend this never happened. Thanks to our conversation after the battle, I come to realize something. We've been hearing each other saying such things either of us have been meaning to say
Let
that.
me ask you something. Is it true that Nanako is here in this world?
She is?
Yusuke is our last for words. He has no idea what I was talking about. Just as I thought. Yusuke doesn't know anything about Nanako. If that's true, then what I had heard from Yusuke saying before the fight was something that Yusuke couldn't possibly have said. This only makes me more convinced that I have the right idea. What I've heard wasn't that Yusuke had meant to say. I don't know how, but something else had made Yusuke say those words even if he didn't know he was saying them. That reminds me, Teddy on the screen said that I needed to get to him if I want to find out the truth. Does that mean that Teddy had done this to us?
I guess there's no choice but to keep going.
Nanako is a good friend with Teddy. I don't want to imagine it happening, but if he wanted to kidnap her, it's certainly possible he could have. I want to go home once and make sure she's okay, but I have no idea where I am. Even worse, Teddy holds the means of returning to the real world. There's no way out of here unless I find him on my own.
Taking off? Yeah. Well, be careful.
Be careful. I'm worried about you. Do your best. I sense a lot of emotions behind those words. Yes. I know that now I'm hearing the real Yosuke. I take Yusuke's cheering me on my heart and leave the music room. Teddy said that the only winner could go on this tournament. I don't know exactly what that meant, but it's probably not a lie. Yusuke understands that as well. That's why he's trusting me to sort all out and let me go without much talk. He's frustrated that he can't help me out. I could just be jumping to conclusions there. I thought Teddy did say that there was the rule. He don't have any proof either way. Well, I might as well see what he meant by that. I stopped walking and turned back to Yusuke.
One last thing about those nurses.
Quit it already! Are you out of your mind again?
Yusuke turned bright red and rushed towards me, flailing wildly in the attempt to stop me from finishing. And did you knock him out? There's a pinfall sound noise as he ran into something visible and slowly slid to the floor.
What is this?
So there's an invisible wall. Looks like the loser can't leave the room.
Looks like there's some sort of force that prevents the loser from leaving the area where the fight took place. It's likely that every time one of those battles happens here, the winner gets to will get sorted out this way. That's
I see
annoying.
how it works now. Thanks.
If Teddy really has kidnapped Nanako, there's no time to lose.
Don't use me as your guinea pig. Wait, that's it? Hey, don't wear yourself out, alright?
I turned away as Yusuke shouted at me. Not to worry, Yusuke. I gave him a quick smile before leaving the area for real this time. At the moment, I feel a wave of disorientation crashes over me. I'm surprised that this is happening without warning. It's not a treat. After all, I know this field all too well.
Welcome to
A lot of dialogue for like a 30-second or so fight. Welcome to the Velvet Room, whatever. I had been leaving music room, but now I'm sitting in the Velvet Room for some reason. Margaret greets me with her usual smile. This room truly is mysterious. Well, why would she something like this? Margaret sees my suspicious expression and
Things
speaks
have
up.
only just begun, and yet you already seem tired. The misfortune that has befallen you can be thought of as a sort of trial.
A trial?
I don't know the details behind her words. I know that she won't answer me even if I ask. The ambitions of the Velvet Room has never revealed anything to do. The inhabitants of Velvet Room never reveals everything. That's because they can only watch over the choices their guests make. Margaret's smile broadens when she sees that I don't intend to ask her anything.
Indeed. I am an observer on your journey. I would do nothing so thoughtless as to force you to make choices. You do not need such provocations. I already know that you shine brilliantly enough.
This shine she speaks of. Could it be about my ability to use Persona?
That is part of your brilliance. Personas are masks of resolution, strengthened by controlling one's heart, by forming bonds. You understand this well, don't you?
Yeah, that's how we all fought up till now.
Yes, indeed. But one's heart is intangible. It cannot be seen and cannot be felt. When polished, it releases a strong light unlike anything else. But it can also be clouded by trivial things. Have you ever felt that way?
That may be true.
You may be more conscious of that fact than most, because you hold the power of the wild card.
After his words fades away, she answers me.
From here on, you will be forced to re-examine the things you know as bonds. How will you face the changes to come, and what choices will you make?
When I open my eyes again, I'm in the school hallway. I turn around to see the door to the music room close behind me. Was I only summoned to the Velvet Room in spirits? There's no way for me to figure out what just happened, but I think back on what Margaret has told me.
Changes, huh?
Even though the people of the Velvet Room avoid saying much, little they have said always has meaning. Well, it's true that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her, but she's never said anything meaningless while on duty. I would assume that this could be the case now. I may have to keep her word to heart. Who are we fighting next? Chie or Yusuke? Not Yusuke. Chie or Yukiko. In any case, I need to concentrate on this case for now. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning behind what she said when the time comes. I must proceed. Though this bizarre place looks nothing like Yusagami High I attended, the building seems strangely familiar. Teddy had appeared on the monitor in the music room. For the looks of things, he appeared to be behind what was happening. But I heard Rize's voice over the school PA system before my fight with Yusuke. Is this school works anything like the real ones? I can make a good guess as to where Teddy and Rize are.
Might be the announcement room.
But of course, things can't be that easy. Those invisible walls keep getting in my way everywhere I go. It seems some of those walls don't let anybody through, no matter if they won or lost their fight. Every single time I run into one, I'm forced to take another path. It's like my route is already set for
I
me.
feel like I'm being led somewhere.
I stopped for a moment in the hallway out of the practice building and muttered to myself while I take a look. Who is? No. Where are they trying to lead me? At that moment,
You there! You're one of them participants in that Grand Prix thing, right?
a voice that I don't recognize at all breaks me from my to-do. I start to jump back and draw my sword in surprise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the big idea? You could poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
I turned and see. Okay, this must be original characters they made for this game. Turned to see a girl that I never seen before. Was she part of that crowd? No, she looks like a real person. She was caught out by surprise when I suddenly pointed my weapons at her. Although she flinched, her words don't lose any of their intensity. How bold of her. That may seem like an odd thing to say, but is what suddenly crossed my mind. That this girl doesn't seem to have any intention of attacking me. I seized my sword, but remain cautious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it. What were you gonna do if you hurt one of the students here, huh? You can't go pulling that stuff without student council approval. Alright, the jig is up. I'm putting the kibosh on this tournament right now.
Hey, wait, hold on a second. I'm not in this because I want to be. I'm trying to stop the tournament.
I'm trying to act non-threatening, but the girl continues to glare at me. Who in the world is this girl? She's wearing Yusagami High uniform. She says something about the student council, but I don't recognize her. You don't encounter people in this world that often. If a person's here, then they're either Persona user or...
Wait, did you fall inside a TV?
That's right. I might have put up a little. I might have put it a little differently, But if she can't enter TV herself, it's only possible that someone threw her in. That wasn't. That was what. That was what was happening in the murder from last year.
Inside a TV. What kind of nonsense is that?
She's not aware of it, but she's not a Persona user. I don't see why she hide that fact. If she was trying to keep that from me, then she wouldn't have come talk to me like this. Then does that mean she's a victim after all? I carefully choose my word to avoid provoking the girl and introduce her
Thank you,
myself.
Narukami. I was a second year at Yasugami High until last year.